as a matter of the fact that humans' living rhythm has been promoted immensely with the upgrading of NEO technology and HI technology. However, reading books is still mentioned as a healthy habit and it always proved its indispensable roles in our modern life.
First and foremost, books are definitely a great of entertainment, and nowadays many people come to books as a way of relations. Reading books regularly is believed to keep our brain healthy, refresh our souls, and sleep away all stress or work in our personal relationship or other issues faced in daily life. In our life, each of us has read many good and meaningful books, contributing to the formation of each person's personality. For me personally, the story about alcohol are the stories that I like to read the most. And among the literary works written by alcohol, the most famous and close is the work Cuốn by writer Sơn Tùng.
He wrote many works about alcohol. Each work had its own story, but the image of alcohol appearing through those stories is very simple and simple. However, Cuốn is still his most famous, typical, and successful work, because Cuốn clearly depicts the arose life of the great President Ho Chi Minh. From the time the great President Ho Chi Minh was born until he left Nha Rong Harbor to find a way to save the country.
Reading Cuốn, I imagine alcohol silhouette through the page of a book, the mischievous intelligence, inquisitiveness of the boy Cuốn, sympathy for the life of the poor beggars, the suffering before the loss of his home, and then the decision to go to find the right way to save the country.
All of this made the readers shed tears of admiration before Uncle. Uncle was born in a time of turmoil and lost a home, but he refused to stand by and watch French colonialists torture our people to do violence in our South. Then he was determined to go out and find a way out for the nation, opening the way for the progress towards independence and freedom of the people.
Immersed in the page of the book, reader will not be able to avoid the tears at the watch life of Miss Hattie, alcohol paternal grandmother, or the misfortune from poverty, as well as the will to overcome it with children.
Education path of Uncle Ho's father, Vice Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Sắc, but the most moving is the image of the 11-year-old boy Cuốn, who had to witness his mother's death in imperial city of Huế in the day leading up to Tet.
A few months old orphaned babies Ellen went to beg for every drop of milk to sweeten her light, but only a few days later, the little baby also awakened, and especially leaving an unforgettable impression in the heart of reader is the farewell on Nha Rong was on June 5, 1911.
Between Miss Út Huế and Mr. both of them had time to suppress their deep and secret feelings. One sent his confide into tears. Bar saw the face of a Saigon girl in front of his eyes like hometown door and the whole face.
Cuốn is perhaps the most scary gift that writer Sơn Tùng in particular and the people of the country in general have offered to alcohol over the years. The book is still considered a good work about President Ho Chi Minh, not only for children but also for adults as a scary gift, maintaining its beauty to value because it contains a noble soul of the great leader of the Vietnamese nation.
Not only that, the work also makes positive contribution to the cause of education, remaining and motivating the young Vietnamese generation, improving the sense of responsibility for the destiny of fatherland, learning and training yourself to become a useful son for family and society. Books and Sách is on display at the school library. Students should read the novel to feel Uncle Ho's childhood with many pains, to feel his faith and will, to understand more about life, the book, and himself. Lofty play depicting the great leaders of our nation. The book introduction session ends here. Thank you very much for the attention and listening.